phone doesn't like it when I do portrait, landscape. It's weird. Greetings, everyone. This is Ria here. I just want to make sure the lighting is okay. I know, so you're going to be seeing me moving around up and down, but it's okay. I mean, this is a real me. This is live, so you're going to see every little thing. Everything will be real and authentic. Nothing is going to be hidden from you. Let me just get my book. Found it. Just want to make sure the lighting is okay and things will be ready, and we'll be starting this interview in the next 7 minutes. I just like to be early and make sure everything is fine. I just had my tea and I had my eggs, so it's gonna be an interesting ride. Sorry, I'm moving around. Like I said, this is gonna be real. It's gonna be an hour of power. You're gonna see everything. Nothing is hidden from you. You're gonna see the facial expressions, the body language, everything. Everything is raw and up in your face. My glasses. I'm kind of short-sighted, so I have to make sure I have my glasses on. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, for those who are tuning in and for those who will be tuning in within this next hour, this is Ria here, originally from Angola, representing my flag over there. As you can see, have to represent the motherland always. That's my heart, that's my passion, that's my soul, always representing the motherland. Yet I'm here in State College, Pennsylvania, in my last year of college, majoring in biology. So yeah, I'm excited to graduate hopefully soon, and I am more excited for this interview and just to share Civis Story. I got a chance to talk to him yesterday, and just hearing her story was amazing. As you saw in my post, I wrote down so much. It was just so much wisdom, and you couldn't just like listen to it. You had to write it, like literally think about it and vision it and just contemplate everything that you're doing and what steps that you can change in your life so it can be better for yourself, for the people around you, for the people who you love. So let me just give a shout out for those who are tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, Christina and Angie. Oh my god, thanks for tuning in. I just want to give like a little short compliment to Angie. My condolences of losing your uncle yesterday, and you're such a strong woman. You still got the energy to even come here and support me on this live interview. You're a great woman. You are destined for great things. You definitely are worthy of an abundant lifestyle because you are you. You're true to yourself, and like just your story alone and just the person you are, you just shine light to everything. Like, thank you for tuning in, Angie. Like, you're awesome. You are awesome. New York in the house, for sure. Christina, tell me where you're from. Where are you watching this? Hope your day's starting well. We have 4 more minutes until I hop on Civi to the interview. Let me just send him a reminder because, as some of you may not know, he travels around. So right now he's in Russia. It should be around almost 4 minutes to 5 p.m. Actually, 4 minutes to 4 p.m. I had to make sure I know my time zones. Good thing I got 2 phones because you can really lose track of time. Yeah, it's actually at 4 minutes to 5 p.m. Yep, I knew it. Okay, let me just send him a short message. Let him know that everyone's pumped up, fired up for this interview. We are on. Let's get it. For those who are tuning in, if you have any questions for me or just like to, just spread some entertainment before we start, but we might be starting soon. It's just 4 minutes now. For those who have read my post, Civi is an ex-corporate employee who had actually had an amazing, thanks for tuning in, Annaline, who had an amazing story, amazing journey. He started out working a corporate job and then decided to pursue his dream in starting his own hospitality agency, moved to the Philippines and Boracay Islands, and it was going great for him. But then later on, the president of the country like shut down the tourism industry, which led to bunches of businesses just declining, and including his. And at the end, he just had to find a way to support his family and himself. And he, as anyone could do, just go through online, because it was a trend. It's still a trend now to hop on online, start a business, and blow it up and see how things go. But, you know, he wasn't tax savvy. He didn't really know about the ins and outs of the internet and how it works and all that stuff. So it's going to be pretty interesting when he shares like a detailed perspective of what he went through. And it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. From when I was talking to him, he showed so much emotion. He showed so much faith in everything. It was just, it was mind-blowing. And hopefully soon I'll get to interview like other people in my team, Millionaire Mentoring, and how it has helped shape their lives. They've been around for like about so many years before I even like decided to take this route, which I will share my experience of how it's done for me, but more like I'll just share little comments. I'm just more active and just more happy and not as stressed as I used to be. Just think about it. A student, we always stress. We have too many assignments. We have peer pressure. We have like high expectations of us. There's bullying. There's discrimination. There's like every little thing coming in our direction just wants to bring us down as students. Not only just students, but then I guess everyone around, like if in your workplace or I even like the people you're around with, or wherever you are, like you just feel like something negative always crippling the person you are. And that's what I felt. I just felt like the people I was around with were just not uplifting me. They were just not agreeing with like my dreams. I had like so much goals to do, especially, you know, being the leader to represent my nation, Angola. And it's a huge dream, but like if you don't have the people around you to support your ideas, it'll just dim out, and then it, you know, your light just goes dim, and you don't want that. You want to make sure you're around the right people to get you where you are, to keep pushing you, to support you, to be real with you, not spread some fake news or like all that stuff. You just want to make sure with the right people. As my mentors say, you are the 5 people that you're surrounded with, and I'm just glad to be surrounded by good people around so far. Let me just give a shout out before Aaron Civi hops in. He just texted me. He is just about to be ready. Just, you know, I think he just wants to pump up a little bit, and then he'll hop in and just share that energy. It's all about the good vibrations of the energy, which I'm learning so far in this mentoring. It's amazing just to know how important it is, you know, in regards to sharing that good energy, and how energy is a huge role in our life, which probably is the reason why I was feeling a little down most of the time. I guess first few years of college, I was just surrounded by bad energy, which just like literally sucked up so much of my happy energy. Because before I even got to the US, I was so excited to be here, just meet new people, meet other people from different countries, wherever they were, and just like meet like-minded people. But it just didn't work out like that. And there were times I felt a little depressed. And I know this is weird to be sharing now, but sometimes I did kind of feel like losing, my life. I just didn't really feel worthy being on earth. So just taking that first step to realize, like, you are special in this world. Like, you just need to find the strength, that little strength in yourself, to just grab it, find it, and catapult yourself to the next level, and to never go back to that emotional abyss that you have gone through in the past. So I'm just going to shout out to those who are tuning in. Thanks for tuning, Christina, Angie, of course, always amazing, Annaline, Jennifer. Okay, morning. See, please, when you guys are tuning in, say hi. Just let me know where you're tuning in, where you're watching this live interview. It's going to be starting soon. Tarakpi, man, thanks for tuning in. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be, I just love to share like stories on like anyone I talk to. It's just worth sharing to people. Why would you hide something that can like inspire someone or just make their day feel better. Because that's the good thing about being motivated or being driven, taking that leap of action. For those who watched my live interview, Civi is on, people. We are just about to start. Okay, sorry, I'm just a little bit of an exciting person, so you might find it weird, but it's who I am, and I'm glad to be this person again after so many years. Awesome. Civi, I'm adding you right now. Guys, amazing Civitarese. I'm probably like saying his name wrong. You'll correct me when you Civi!
Yo, Ria, how are you? Nice to see ya.
Doing awesome. I started my morning great, did my morning walk, my meditation as usual, having this good vibe, just shared with all of my audience here, including you. So we're just gonna vamp up with this combination of good energy, everyone. What about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you very much. Yes, I also had a wonderful morning routine. I've been spending the day here with our dog and just getting some work done on the computer, networking with some friends. Another day at the office for an online entrepreneur, right? The life of
Yep,
freedom.
yep.
It's
Always
nice.
awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, Aaron is here. So for those who have read my post last night or who haven't, but Aaron is here now. He will just tell us a little bit about himself and his journey before he even decided to work online. So, Aaron, the floor is to you.
Sure. All right. Well, thanks so much for having me on. It's been very nice getting to know you over the last few days. You're a hardworking, smart young lady, so I enjoy your company very much.
Thank
All
you.
right. So my online journey started about a year ago, but before that, everyone has a colorful past, right? We all have a colorful past. If you're sitting at home watching this right now, you can think about your past and you can probably pull crazy stories from it. We all have crazy stories to tell, right? We do. So for me, I had the standard sort of white picket fence upbringing. I had a very good childhood. I have a strong, stable family. And, I was fortunate enough to have my parents' support when I was younger. And I went through and I was a professional athlete for a while. And, I was chasing the Olympic dream and I was traveling the world as an alpine ski racer. And it was amazing. I got to see the world from a young age, from 16 to 23. I was traveling and just chasing winter, basically, which was amazing. And, being Canadian, we have such an amazing sports system curriculum with the government, so they support their athletes very well. So I was fortunate enough to do that for a long time. When I retired from that, I used my skill, which was ski racing, right? And I took that down to the States where I got myself a full ride athletic scholarship in college, right? So I went to college in Montana, somewhere somewhat near where you are, kind of. Same continent, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Same country, right? And so I was in Montana there for 4 years going to school, and I helped lead the team to 2 national championships when we were there. And I got myself a master's degree or a bachelor's degree in business administration, right?
Mm-hmm.
While I was doing that, I studied abroad for 1 year, and I went to Finland and I studied economics, European economics, which was nice. After I graduated, I went and I worked in a bank, which was absolutely terrible. Right, it was really bad, really bad. And then I went into an insurance sales, which I enjoyed more because I was more on my own time, but I didn't enjoy the products, and it was very unethical, in my opinion, the certain company that I was with. So I moved away from that, and I had to sort of look inside myself and think, like, what am I actually passionate about, or what do I actually enjoy? And at this point in my life, I was about how old was I at that point? I was about 28 or 27 or 29 or something. And I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with my life, right? And I thought, well, I love traveling and I love going around the world as a ski racer. So I thought I might as well try to get into the hospitality industry, right? So I went into hospitality. So I went to Switzerland and I got myself a master's degree there. And, one of these prestigious Swiss schools, which I could pay for thanks to working in the bank for a little while, actually, if I'm honest. And I did that, and then that opened the door for me to work in the corporate hotel world. So I met my wife there at school, at grad school, which was amazing. I got a very expensive piece of paper that it didn't serve me that well, but it did open the door for the corporate hotel world. And the corporate hotel world took me to Singapore, where I worked in Fairmont, Singapore, a corporate hotel, and I climbed the ladder relatively quickly. But within a couple of years, I was like, this isn't so much for me. I'm not built for the corporate structure, right? A lot of people are, a lot of people aren't. I'm not. So while I was in Singapore, I thought, well, you know, I enjoy the hotels and stuff. The hospitality is good, but I don't enjoy this structure. So we took a step back, and that's when we got into consulting. So we started consulting for hotels, restaurants, nightclubs, and we started being investors, and from that perspective more, right? And we were doing that in Southeast Asia very successfully for almost a decade. And that's where I've been for the last 9 years, right, doing that kind of stuff. And I was in the Philippines for 7 of it. Now, something crazy happened to me. If you guys are watching this now, don't do it now. When you get off the interview, Google Boracay, okay? Boracay, Boracay, Philippines, Boracay. And type in Boracay closure. And what you're going to see is that 1 year ago, about a year and a half ago now, the government literally closed the island to all tourism. They shut down the island. They closed it, put a door on it, because they needed to fix the infrastructure, which is true. It needed sewer, it needed roads, it needed infrastructure. It's a developing country, and the tourism overran it. It was too much. People like me were building too many businesses too fast. I apologize, but it's a fact. So when they did that, a decade building businesses there, investing, consulting, and then all of a sudden it just stopped overnight. Like literally in 30 days, it went from full on to just stop. And when that happened, we lost our income, right? We lost our consulting. We lost whatever income we had going, and our investments came to a zero. Now, a lot of our businesses run on credit, right, from the banks. So the banks don't care. They want their money. So it became a very, very dark time for me in my life. You know, I fell into a depression. I started drinking alcohol way too much. I started blaming the world for my problems. I really became a victim of my situation. And I found myself spiraling out of control downhill. I found myself crying every day. I found myself turning into a person that I'm not, being angry and mean. And I had a face on that wasn't me, but the reason I was in that state. And if it sounds familiar to anybody watching this, it happens to everybody, right? When some shit goes down in your world, you instantly feel like it's your fault. You're a loser. You aren't worthy of all this stuff. Why did it have to happen to me? You know, and then all of a sudden you start playing the victim, and it's very easy to stay in that state. And when you stay in that state, you don't take action. You don't move forward. Your dreams get squished and deflated, right? And the things that you're aspiring for and your goals, all of a sudden, they're gone. And you just feel like you're just trying to survive, right? So if you feel like that at any point in your life, if you're watching this now and you feel like that, listening to this story, I can tell you right now, all you need to do is take action and keep pushing forward, right? And keep that vision in your heart of why you're moving forward and what it is you're doing, right? So for me, I had to just basically think to myself, you know what? I can't control what happened to me.
Yeah.
I can't control it. But what I can control is my reaction to it, my response, right? My response to the situation. So what I did was I dove deep into personal development. Okay. I started reading just constantly. I started learning about quantum physics and manifestation and time travel and amazing things. And I started working out physically again because I had stopped exercising. So I started exercising again. I started running 1 kilometer, and then 1.5, and then 2, and then 5, and then 10, and then 20, right? I got myself back in shape. I'm in great physical shape now again. I started with my yoga again. I started with my meditating practices. I started with my journaling again. Now, how did I get into that transition? Right? That's the question.
Yeah.
Now, when you're in a state like this and you're going down, a lot of the time, one of the major factors, in my opinion, right, this is just my opinion, that people don't get out of this state and they just keep going down is because they don't have someone who's been there, or they don't have someone who can shine the light and show you the path and tell you, listen, bro, if you would do this and this and this, or if you would react like this, or if you would read that book, or if you would go watch this YouTube video over here, this can help you. And I found that. Right? And that's who we call our millionaire mentors. And when I found that, I'm telling you from my heart, my life completely changed. I went like this, whoop, I paused, and I went like this. And I haven't stopped going up ever since. And so in that moment, the thing that helped me in my world was that I was broke, my back was against the wall, and I was completely tired of the situation I was in. I was embarrassed to look at my wife in the eyes, right? I couldn't afford to take her on the trips like we used to. I couldn't afford to go around and do what we used to be doing because all of a sudden there was no money. So I decided I want to go online and try to learn how to make money, right? And it got even worse before it got better. But I can say the tipping point was when I got tucked under the wings of some very experienced, heartfelt gentlemen who showed me the light. And that was my experience before going online.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow. I'm sure like exactly what you're doing is what everyone's going through right now, have gone through in the past. And it is really easy to just get into victimhood and just blame the world, blame and just blame the society or the government for
Mm-hmm.
the lack of impact. I'm glad you shared part of your story. Um, you basically answered like half of my questions, especially about
Sorry.
what have you done, what to get out of victimhood, and how was the transition like moving from corporate world to your consulting agency, now this whole tipping point. So, with Millionaire Mentoring, um, how were you able to get with Millionaire? Because a lot of people have heard, oh yeah, um, coach get a mentor, but how do you find the right mentor?
Yes. So, how do you find the right mentor? Now, that's a great question. There are a lot of people on the internet claiming to be gurus, right? When I was looking around to try to figure out how to make money on the internet, I bumped into hundreds of people who were claiming to make tons of money, claiming to change your life, claiming all these massive things. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. 9 out of 10 of those people are absolute smoke and mirrors. It's absolute smoke and mirrors. They have processes in place where they trump up these false sort of claims, right? And they go from scam to scam, taking people that are in victimhood and they bring them through these Ponzi schemes, or they bring them through these pyramids that are just unethically built, right? It's a huge problem in the industry. Now, one of the things that our mentors tell us all the time is that, you know, the industry is in trouble because of these people. And the only reason that these people can thrive and make money in their scams, in their Ponzi's, in their fake programs, is because people are trying to get rich quick.
Yeah.
People are blinded by the money and they think that just because it's the internet, that money's just going to rain from the sky magically, right? And I'll be honest, I thought that too. Okay, when I started, I thought that too. Now, the question was, how do you pick a mentor? I'll tell you the thing that drew me to my mentors, and I'm thankful every day that it did. Authenticity, real results, and success stories of real people that I could quantifiably look at and say, okay, you've been online for 4 months. You went from zero to $23,000 in your first 30 days. I'm going to call you right now and talk to you about it. And I do. Just like you're calling and talk to me about it, right? Just like it's the same thing. So quantifiable results that was not based on some crazy, scammy, schemy thing with like a golden wrapper about make money fast. There's no make money fast, guys. If you're trying to make money fast, you're in the wrong, there's no such thing. Go buy a lotto ticket. If you want to buy a lotto ticket, you're a victim. Newsflash. If you have the mentality that you need to win the lottery to make money, you're a victim, right? The fact that you even go buy a lotto ticket is telling your lower self, I'm a victim, I need to win the lottery to make money. No, you don't need to win the lottery to make money. You get yourself a skill, you get yourself surrounded with some people who have made the money, people that have what you want, people that are living the lifestyle you want. Surround yourself with those people, implement what they teach you, right? And you can have everything. But most people skip that step. They want to go directly to being a millionaire and living on a yacht, where that's not reality. And I was attracted to them because they did not say that to me, right? They said, Civi, it's going to be hard work. Do you think you got it in you? Civi, you know, you can't have an ego in this. You have to listen to us because, you know, we're multimillionaires and we do this for a living. We've been doing it for 60 years combined. Do you want to listen to us? Sure. All right, here's the training. Are you going to follow it? Yes, I am. You know, are you going to, you know, this is how much time you need to put in. Okay, right? Most people just say, show me how to make the money. I'll make the money right now. Watch me. No. So they didn't frame it in this way. The way they framed it attracted me to them.
Wow. That's interesting. I think I actually spoke about that earlier in my previous live, how to find a good mentor. But it's just better to hear it from someone else who's actually gone and just have their insight. So since you've been a millionaire mentoring, how long um been and how long did it take to reach your breakthrough?
Aha, excellent. Okay, I've been doing this now for, well, what month is it now? It's July, right? November, December, January. December,
Yeah, yeah.
8 months. 8 months. Yeah. And my breakthrough, now the funny thing about breakthroughs is they never end.
Okay.
You have one breakthrough and then you have another breakthrough, another breakthrough, another breakthrough, another breakthrough until you're the Buddha or something, right? Like there's no end to this game.
Yeah.
So like even our mentors who make 6 figures a month, right? And who have been on the personal development path their whole life, they have breakthroughs. So I can't answer your question when I had the breakthrough, but I can tell you my first breakthrough. My first breakthrough was the first hour that I got inside the back and checked out what was going on and went through the training. And the reason is because of the paradigm shift that I had in my mind about my self-belief. The fact that it is possible to make $1,000 in a minute, basically, right? As soon as I realized, oh my God, that's possible because I'm seeing other people do it in real time, that changed the way my mind perceives money. All of a sudden, money is just digits on a screen. It's not $1,000. It's 10,000. It's 100,000. It's one. It doesn't matter. It's just a digit, right? So as soon as I realized that, I was like, oh my God. Then I went through there's a bunch of videos that you go through right away, right? I went through the first one. I watched like literally 20 minutes of it or something. And I was like, oh, I can implement that I just learned right now. I went onto my feed. I implemented one of the Facebook formulas that they teach us, right? Literally within a few hours, I had my first sale. So I made $1,000 my very first day. Now, what did that do to my mentality? Oh, the self-belief went through the roof. I could take on the world at this point. I called my wife. She was at work. I was like, oh my God, you'll never believe what just happened. I just made $1,000. And you have to understand, we were living in the Philippines at that time. In the Philippines, it's very hard for me to even say this, and I've never said it before, so this is for you exclusive and all your friends. And it's hard for me to say because it's like I'm embarrassed to say it, but it's true, so I have to speak the truth. When I was working in the Philippines, not consulting, not business owning, because I had multiple streams of income, but when I was actually a general manager of a hotel, like when I was actually a GM of a hotel, and I'm talking a nice hotel, one of the nicest resorts on the island, my salary, take home in my pocket, $800 per month.
Monthly?
Monthly. Now, I don't need to get into why I accepted that, but I'll give you a hint. Life balance. Life balance.
Life balance.
Right? I left my corporate and I went to that and I was like, you know what? I'll take a huge paycheck. I just want to live at the beach, man. And that's what I did. Right? I wanted that. I said, screw the paycheck, whatever. I just want to live at the beach and work there for a while and live that lifestyle. And that's exactly what I did. But after some time, of course, you start wondering about your self-worth and it starts playing mind games on you. You're like, man, I'm only making this much a month. I'm not worth very much. I don't have very much value to give the world if I'm only worth this much. Like, that's a subconscious thing. That's not conscious. That's subconsciously I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
So when I made $1,000 the first day I implemented their strategy, I was like, I just made a month's salary. And then 2 days later, I made another 1,000. 1 day later, another 1,000. And I was like, Oh my God, I just made a
Oh my
quarter of,
God.
I made the whole summer salary in 4 days, and I'm just getting started. So if you want to talk about a breakthrough, that was my first breakthrough.
Dang. Okay. Wow. People are saying they cannot hear me. Are you guys able to hear me now?
I can hear you, so for sure they can.
I don't know, because I'm seeing Andrew and Angie are saying they were not able to hear me. And I don't really have headphones. I have these big headphones, and I don't know if you guys want to see me
Oh,
wearing
okay.
these
It's
big things.
it
But
says it says they can't hear you well, so maybe you want to put on some headphones or something.
oh,
But
I have
it's weird because I can hear you perfectly, which is strange. How
I
you guys?
have yeah.
How's the sound out there, guys? Angie, Andrew, these guys are on our team. Awesome. How you guys doing? I didn't even see the. Hey, David, how you doing, bud? Can you hear us, bud?
List.
Can you guys hear us? Angie, can you hear us? Yep, they're throwing up hearts.
There's
Okay, they can hear us. Cool.
Aaron sharing a wealth of knowledge. Yeah, yeah, it really is. It really is. That's amazing. That's an interesting breakthrough because a lot of people are only making that weird sound in the background. There's
Oh
a
yeah, I
weird
can hear that.
sound.
Too. It sounds like you have a washer machine or something going.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Okay, let me just turn that off. Oh my God, thank you guys for letting me know. Oh, yeah, I just like to get my stuff done in the morning. Sorry about that, guys. This is live, so you're basically seeing everything.
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Awesome. Thank you guys for letting me know. I literally just forgot about that. Thank you. Okay, that's like I said, that's an amazing thing. The thing is actually really high. It's really amazing because a lot of people only that amount of but I can hear them right now, but that's not. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay. A lot of people only make that much in like 1 month. But
Yeah.
with Millionaire Mentoring, with my experience, I don't think it's all about the money. What
No.
other breakthroughs have you recently got from Millionaire Mentoring?
Yeah. So no, it's not all about the money. It's definitely not all about the money. Of course, the money helps, and at the end of the day, money is energy, right? Now, this is something that I learned directly from my millionaire mentor, our millionaire mentor. Okay, directly from his mouth. Money is energy, right? You're paid in direct relation to the amount of value you provide the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the huge problem with the industry.
Yeah.
People lead by being salesy, right? They're trying to sell something to people all the time. Sell, sell, sell. Check out my product. Check out my service. Look at the features and benefits, right? That's a sales polarity. When in reality, you should be coming from the polarity of giving value to the people and actually finding out what they need in their life, where their pain is,
Mm-hmm.
right? So everybody's going through pain. I'm sure you guys can agree in the comments. Let us know. Have you felt pain before? Drop a giant P in the comments if you found some pain before, because I'm sure you have. We've all felt pain, but when you feel the pain, right, you have to action the pain. You can't just let it consume you. Now, I learned that if you can help other people, motivate them to move through that pain, break through it, and bust through the other side and actually get to their goal or get towards their goal moving forward positively, you'll be paid with energy, right? You'll be paid with good karma. So that good karma can come in many forms, right? It can come in a healthy body, right? It can come in a healthy mind. It can come in, of course, money, right? Abundance of any kind. Whatever you're trying to attract, you will get it if you're putting good vibes out to the universe and if you're actually helping your fellow man, right?
Mm.
For everybody who's watching, you guys follow Jim Rohn? Let me know in the comments if you're following Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was Tony Robbins' mentor when he was younger, okay?
What?
So Jim Rohn has a famous saying, and it is this: help enough people get what they want, and you'll have everything you want, right?
Yes.
So our millionaire mentors teach us this philosophy to follow. Our philosophy is not to put the focus on ourselves. Our philosophy is not to go out and tell everybody that I have the best mouse. Look at how shiny and white it is. You should buy this mouse. It's the best mouse ever. Or look at my weight loss pill. It's the best weight loss pill. Buy this. Or check out this coffee. It's smart coffee. It makes you so smart. Let me post it all over my Facebook feed and tell you all about it. I have news for you. Anybody you've seen doing that, they're broke. Fact. If somebody's watching this right now and you post all over your Facebook stuff about that stuff and you're not broke, I challenge you to a Facebook debate because I want to hear how you do it. Because as far as I know, people like that are broke because that's the broke man's model. Now, let me just tell you exactly what the 7-figure income model is and what we follow. Okay? This is the difference. This is what the Millionaire Mentors teach us. And if you follow it, you can be successful as well. So grab a pen and paper if you're watching this live and write this down, okay? Everybody's pitching features and benefits. Everybody's pitching features and benefits. When in reality, you need to find out what people are struggling and help them with that. Help them, motivate them to move that way. Now, what we have in place is called the 7-figure formula. Okay, the 7-figure formula is given to us by our mentors. It's what they follow. It's what makes them 6 figures a month. It's why they're 7- and 8-figure income earners, right? It's why they have thousands of people who have success stories over their career. It's because they follow a 7-figure formula. Now, the 7-figure formula is simply attracting people from around the world who are like you, okay? So you guys watching this live, look at yourself in the mirror. Who are you, right? Chances are good, if you're following us, you're in the self-development space and you're an entrepreneur, or you're an aspiring entrepreneur, or you're curious about entrepreneurship, right? So what we do is we offer something that provides cash flow that solves the pain of the market. People who hate harassing their friends and family, right? People don't know how to upsell and downsell. People hate being rejected. They hate people saying no to them. These are all places where people are struggling. That's why they just pitch their product instead, because they don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do. No.
The Millionaire Mentors teach us how to solve this, right? And they teach us how to get paid a lot to do so. Why? Why? Because we're paid in direct relation to the value we bring to the marketplace. So if 97% of the marketplace is failing, that means 97% of the marketplace needs help to learn how to sell whatever it is they're selling, or to produce whatever they're producing, or to give whatever service it is they're giving. But every business has 2 things that it needs in place. Without these 2 things, any business fails. And this is what they teach us how to provide. Unlimited leads using free strategies, right? Think about that. Unlimited leads using free strategies and marketing strategies, right? Cash flow. The leads and the marketing strategies bring cash flow.
Leads.
Unlimited marketing, leads, cash flow. Without those 2 things, every business will fail. So you guys watching, let us know in the comments. Do you have sufficient cash flow to stay alive for 2 or 3 years? Are you filling up your bank account every month? Are you hitting 10K a month? Because I got news for you. If you're not hitting 10K a month, you're not considered full-time. Because full-time is 10K. I mean, let's be real. What do you need to live off of? Right? If you want to live this life, you need about 100K a year or so to live, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it's 10K a month. If you're not hitting 10K, why not? Ask yourself.
Why not?
It's because you don't have the leads, you don't have the marketing strategies, and you sure don't have the cash flow. Now, once you have these things in place, the cash flow you can then use to then buy whatever you want. Now, I don't mean go shopping. You can do that if you want. But I mean more like you can upgrade to a higher ticket product. You can start selling a $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 product, right? You have to buy that first. Where do you get the money? Cash flow business.
Cash flow.
Right? If you want to go to an event, because your network is your net worth. You want to go to an event. You want to go meet some people. You want to go to a mastermind. You got to fly there. You got to get on. I just was talking to a guy about a mastermind that I'm interested in. I need to fly my ass there, right? I need to get a hotel for a week. I got to eat nice food and go out with these people. It's going to cost me a shitload of money.
A lot.
I'm in Europe, right? I'm in Europe. I got to go across the globe, but I'm going to do it. Why? Because I have cash flow. I can use the cash flow to better myself, to further, to step up, right? If you guys are feeling what I'm putting down, let us know in the comments. Show us some love. Drop some hearts. Let us know. Because this is profound stuff, guys. If you're catching what I'm throwing down right now, seriously, take notes. You can build yourself a 6 or 7 figure business in 5 years. I'm telling you right now, you're watching it happen right in front of you. So You can do this if you have these strategies in place and you follow what your millionaire mentors teach you. Now, the difference is most people are stuck in victimhood, right?
Mm.
Most people blame society. They blame, somebody else for their problem, and they're stuck there. Now, all I know is if we have a guy on our team who makes $160 a month in Mexico, okay, and he gathered the money together to join us, now he's making over 175K in 2 years.
What?
If he can do that, my question for you is, what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Now, the difference is this. He had a dream. He had a vision. He had a goal, right?
Hmm.
He wasn't being a victim. He said, enough's enough. I'm going to do this. I'm going to change my life. He took action. He took that action step, right? Now, the difference is between him and Joe Blow over here, who's sitting behind their computer crying and whining to themselves, is that he saw he was being a victim, and he broke that. He said, no more. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm taking action now. I'm getting myself around some mentors. I'm getting myself a cash flow business. I'm going to follow the strategy.
Mm.
Now he's made almost $250,000. True story. And if he can do that, my question for you watching this now is, why can't you? Why can't you? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, why can't you do it? If I went from $800 a month as a GM to now traveling Europe, going to masterminds, making a full-time income online from my computer, if I can do it, why can't you? Right?
Why?
If I know a guy on my team who's 22 years old who was working in a bread factory when he started, he quit that job, he started online, he made $23,000 in the first 30 days. And he's going to be the
30
co-host
days.
of our webinar next week too, so don't miss that. Okay?
Definitely will
Now,
share.
that's right. You'll be on it, I'm sure.
Of
And you
course.
guys that are watching, reach out to her right now and ask her for her registration link. She'll send it to you later. Okay? So that's what's going on. That's what it's like. I just dropped some serious nuggets on you guys. I hope you're taking notes, because that was the
A lot of
formula.
notes.
Though that literally, when you said what's your breakthrough, I just said it. All that stuff. I didn't know any of this stuff before. I was a complete newbie online. Less than a year ago, I had no idea what this stuff was. I didn't even know what the word affiliate meant. I didn't have a PayPal account. I didn't know what a Bitcoin was. I didn't know anything about any of this. Nothing. Everything you hear me talking about, number one, is true. Number two is coming directly from my heart, because I want to genuinely help people understand that you can live life on your own terms just using Wi-Fi. And number three, if I can learn it and do it and implement it, so can you.
So can you. So much value. Do you understand what I meant when I said I spoke to him yesterday and he had so much wisdom? My book is full. Like, you can't get anything more than that. Like, it's just amazing. It's just great to know, like, this is the kind of people that you have to surround with to get you from one point to the next level. Everything starts with you. Look at yourself in the mirror and see why you're not reaching that potential. You have so much that you can do. Take in the massive action. It all starts with you. Thank you for sharing that formula. But a lot of people are skeptical and they always say, well, I have this better system that generates me like thousands of leads. It's a system, could be an app or something like that, or like some website. And or like some people use ads to generate unlimited leads. What do you say about that compared to the free strategies that our Millionaire mentors have shared with us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what I have to say about that is, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having millions and millions of leads coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Leads is where the money is, obviously. Leads is where the impact comes. You can't impact people without leads. This is where most people go wrong. I did too. And I think you did too.
Yes.
When you first get online, right, you buy yourself a system and you start driving traffic, paid traffic, solo ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever. You start driving that. Now, the problem is, even if you had hundreds of thousands of leads coming towards you, okay, even if you had that, if you don't have the skill set and the mindset to close those leads, to upsell them, to downsell them, to coach them, to bring them into a team structure where they can get nurtured and supported and brought up together, if you don't have that in place, all these leads are coming at you and you're just burning money, right? And if anybody tells you that the system will do the selling for you, you don't have to worry about it, they're lying, okay? They're lying to your face. Or they've been tricked themselves and they just don't know yet, okay? Right? So what we do is we use 100% free Facebook strategies, 100% free organic. Now, this does two things. One, it gives you free leads. Perfect, right? That means all the money you make is profit. Hello, we love profit. Number two, the leads that are coming at you are organically coming towards you. You're the attractor factor, right? So I'll give you an example. The people who reach out to me, if I went into my Facebook Messenger right now and I scrolled down all the people here that are trying to talk to me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 since we started this interview are trying to say hello to me. Okay?
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 6 are middle-aged men that are probably a lot like me, right? Wow. So when you're doing organic Facebook lead generation, you're attracting your ideal business partner. And this is based on the content you put out, right? So if you're being your authentic self, if you remove your mask and you're genuine, you'll start attracting people that are similar to you.
Yeah.
Now, these are the exact right people you want to work with because you're already your synergies there. You're vibing, right? You're vibing. Yep. So organic traffic feeds your machine with free high synergy leads, which is the best you could possibly ask for, right? Once you start making 5, 10K a month consistently, then if you want to scale, right? If you want to scale, then you can start buying various ways of paid lead generation, which, by the way, is taught by our mentors to us as well on an advanced level, which is free, by the way. There's no upsell to get there. But they don't teach you that until you're into the money, right? If this was some other guru, they would say, get this system, slam traffic to it, you're going to be rich. And then it doesn't work. And they're like, oh, maybe slam traffic to this one instead. You're going to be rich. And, oh, it's not working. Oh, wait, let me upsell you to this. And on this upsell, I'll teach you how to do organic. And then, oh, that's not, oh, let's do over here. I'll teach you this. That's all smoke and mirrors. That's just a bullshit system they put in place to suck money from the people. That's not what this is. This is good karma, high vibration, quantum physics mentorship that just happens to put thousands of dollars in your pocket and set you free. Right? It's totally different. It's a totally different world.
It really is. It really is. Wow. I resonate with that, and I'm sure a lot of us here resonate with that, where you start out buying up ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, solo ads, and you get these leads, but you don't even know how to approach them and how to actually convert the leads that you receive. Because think about it, people only do business with those that they like, trust, and know. And if your leads don't know you, number one, they don't trust you, and they don't even maybe like you, then what's the point of even having all those leads? So it's just best to learn from people who have done it, have succeeded in it, and will share that strategy with you. All you have to do is stay coachable and apply those methods. It's just as simple as that. A lot of people don't want to go through that hard work, but as our mentors say, not everyone can be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone. No. And this comes to the next question. What I wrote all these questions, sorry.
No rush.
Because I feel like you've answered half of my questions.
It's all good.
It's all like coming in.
Hey, let's just say hi. Let's just say hi to a couple people real quick here.
For sure.
Bradley from South Africa, how you doing, man? Angie's here. Andrew's in the house. What's going on? David's here. John's here. Hey, John, man, I love your content these days, bro. Super high vibes, man. I love it. All good.
Thank you guys for tagging people who you think would get some insight through this interview, because I'm getting so much value in this. I'm writing so much. It's amazing. So with Millionaire Mentoring, do you believe what kind of people do you think would want millionaire mentoring, and how it can help them scale up their business or just themselves?
Yeah, you know, millionaire mentoring is for anybody
Okay.
who can picture themselves
Mm-hmm.
as a better version of themselves than they are now. Anybody who looks at themselves in the morning or looks at themselves in the mirror or has a dream or a vision that's bigger than what they actually are, and they know that they have it in them. Let me know in the comments if this sounds familiar, because this is how I feel all the time. When I close my eyes and I picture the future, which, by the way, you should be doing daily, because when you vision it, it happens, okay? You can attract things to you by putting it in your mind. When I close my eyes, I see my future. I see 10 years down the road. You know, I see myself taking our family on helicopter rides. You know, I see myself, you know, flying first class and going around to masterminds and helping people learn and explore themselves and grow, right? I see all these things happening. I see my income being just ridiculously out of this world compared to what I'm used to now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see myself flying my parents over to Europe and putting them up in some awesome vineyard for a month and letting them enjoy wine. I see all these things happening that I cannot do right now, but I see myself doing it vividly in my mind, okay? Vividly, and I hold that strong, because if you can hold it here, you can produce it outside. So
Mm-hmm.
if that sounds like you, if you look inside yourself, and if you haven't done it, I encourage you to do it right now when we get off this live. Take 5 minutes and just go in and just think, where do I want to be? Like, if you can't see the target, you cannot hit it, okay? So where do you want to be? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, where do I want to be? Where do I want to be? When you start seeing yourself there, it becomes clearer and clearer every day. That person that you're going towards, that path that you're on, you're going to get there, okay? You're going to get there. The difference is, are you going to take 50 years and hardship and struggle to get there? Or are you going to fast track it and use the mental capacity of someone who's actually gotten there already?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'll give you a metaphor. Let's say you're standing at the bottom of a mountain, okay? You and I were walking to a mountain, and we stand at the bottom of the mountain, and we look up at this giant mountain. At the top of the mountain is that person, okay? I'm standing there with my family, and I have everything I've ever dreamed of. You're standing there with yours, and you have everything you've ever dreamed of. It's right there. We can see it. But it's a bitch to get up there. We can see it. It's rocky, and it's a nightmare, and it's hard. It's snowing, right? And we're like, oh, man. We're like, that's going to be hard, but let's do it, right? We're going to do it. Okay. All of a sudden, like, the sun goes down. It gets dark. It's cold. We're freezing. We're trying to go. It snow's crunching in your feet, right? You can see your breath. And you're like, oh, okay, let's start. In dark. All of a sudden, darkness comes, and we slow down our walk. We're barely moving, but we know where we're trying to go, but we just can't really see it, but we know it's there somewhere, right? Now, let's say you and I, we split paths, okay? So I go over here to this. I go like 10 feet this way. You go 10 feet that way. And we're like, okay, well, you know, see you at the top, buddy, kind of thing. And I go over here, and I meet some person. And the person's like, bro, I just was at the top of the mountain, man. You know, I was just there. Like, literally, I was just there. I have everything up there. I have it. Look at my Rolex. Look at my private jet. Whatever it is you want in your life. I'm just saying things. But, you know, stuff. Look at my family. Look at my health. Look at my attitude. Look at everything I have up there, the abundant life that I'm living. I'm standing there. And I just came back down, you know, to get some water. Oh, how's it going? Nice to meet you. My name's Civi. Cool. Oh, are you going back up? Yeah, I'm going up right now. Oh, sweet. Yeah, actually, I got some Sherpas to carry stuff. I got a flashlight, and I have a map. Do you want to go with me? I'd be like, yeah, let's fucking go right now. Excuse my language, right? Meanwhile, you're standing over here, same dream, same goal, same mountain, but nobody's helping you. It's dark. You have no idea where you're going. Who's gonna get there first? It's a given that I'm gonna get there first. I'm gonna get there fast. And on the way up that mountain with that mentor, we're gonna be meeting other people who are on the same path, who were there already. Your network. This is your network now. So I'm networking my way up the mountain. As I get to the top, guess what? The vision that I had for myself is dwarfed by what I actually turned into by getting there, because I went that path, right? The person you think you can be now, if you choose to go the path of mentorship and leadership and learn from them, it'll be more, because they're going to show you things you didn't even know existed. They're going to show you a reality that you don't even understand. Like, when I talk to people, I was talking to a guy the other day, okay? True story. I was talking to a guy the other day. He was asking me, he was mentoring me, right? In a, not a official mentorship, but we were just chatting, and he's a very successful guy, and we were just talking, and he sees that I'm ambitious and I'm going for it, and he gave me a little bit of like a 20-minute sort of value session. And see what I mean? I was on the path with the mentor, and I found another one who had another flashlight, right? He's like, hey, come here for a second. Let me show you. By the way, this rock is really slippery, bro. Watch this rock. And I'm like, thanks, dude. And that's what he did for me. So when he's telling me about that slippery rock, basically he told me 2 years ago he was struggling, tough times, blah, 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 blah. Now he's closing a $30 million deal, and he's getting 2% of that deal. $30 million as a middleman because of his networking ability, going through different mentors and different channels and meeting different people along the path. So he's on the journey. He's on the self-development path. He's on the path to, his top of the mountain. But in doing so, he's met some amazing people, and they've kind of redirected him and helped him go. Now he's closing a massive deal, and he's going to get a massive payday from it. And imagine the people he's going to meet from that. So when he gets to the top of that mountain, it's a totally different mountain. Meanwhile, his friend is still at the bottom being like, damn, this internet marketing game is hard. I'm not making any money, man. The system's broken, bro. This is bullshit. I can't make any money doing this. That's a victim. That's a victim down there, right? Versus the other guy.
Wow. That's really true. If you just accept the given proven tools that will get you from your current stage now to the next, everything is going to change for you. It's just like, being a student. You can't succeed in a class if you don't ask the teacher or the tutor, or attend like different classes, or read that book and do the homework and take the assignments. If you don't do those things, you're not going to move. You're not going to get that grade. You're not going to get that GPA. So if you don't put in the work, it's going to be hard. But once you get the results, you're going to be so proud of yourself that you even took that action. Speaking of action, a lot of people, they feel hesitant to even do the first move of talking to a mentor, talking to someone who have done like something that they want to do. What advice would you give to someone who is feeling hesitant, someone who is feeling a little shy, or maybe a little bit intimidated to take that first initiative?
I would say to take the power and strength from someone like yourself, Ria, who has taken that step, and reach out to you. That's what I would tell them. I would say message Ria right now and ask her what's going on with this journey. That's what I would tell them. Because if they're going to sit in victimhood and they're going to whine and cry about their life and be shy, I understand that. Everybody has that moment of weakness. And I understand that mentors who are millionaires can be very intimidating, right? I get that. So the step is to reach someone who is reachable, touchable, someone you can actually connect with, right? It goes back to attraction marketing and you attracting people that are like you. So someone who's watching this at home right now being like, oh my God, I don't know how to talk to a millionaire mentor. That seems very intimidating. That's why they text you, right? That's why you bring them into the mentorship. You introduce them. That's our role as students, is to help other people break that fear, come in. We introduce them to the team. We introduce them to the mentors, and then they're in the community, right?
That's good. Thanks for sharing that. I'm sure for those who are probably feeling like that, at least have had a calm heart to hear something like that. That's amazing. It's amazing. Wow. You really answered most of my questions. Okay. All right. I'll just be saying some greetings to some people around. Thanks for tuning in. Andrew, Angie, David, Renee, Ishmael, Alice, and Julie. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This interview is just amazing. Thanks for tuning in, BB. We still have about 12 minutes until the end of this interview. So, coming to mentorship, I'm sure you've seen a bunch of people who promote. I'm not sure if people can hear me. Can anyone hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, awesome. Some people have promoted this idea of free mentorship, and I know with Millionaire Mentoring or just any coaches in general, it all comes with a certain investment. So what do you think is the difference between like the free mentorship and the one where you have to invest in yourself to take in the action and put in the work?
I would say that people's people's motivation and their action and what they actually do follows their wallet. That's what I would say. When you get something for free, let me ask you guys who are watching live, if you get something for free versus something you paid for, right? Which one of those are you going to give more attention to? It's a psychology thing. It's a psychology thing. If you pay me, that's why a lot of times, you know, people will charge like very minimal, right? Very minimal.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, yeah.
And that's a fine model, right? It's just to get the person to be connected financially to what's happening in that situation, right? Now, just to be clear, our millionaire mentors aren't the type of people to be taking a lot of money for what they deliver, okay? Let's be honest, they're actually not taking any. They're not taking any.
Really
The way this is set up, we won't get into the details of how that all works right now, but the way this is set up is you're in millionaire mentoring for life with a one-time investment in yourself that also provides the cash flow business. So you're getting a cash flow business that pays you instant commissions, and you're getting millionaire mentoring for life that will profoundly change the way you think in all aspects of life. My relationship has changed with my wife. My relationship has changed with my dog. I have more compassion for my dog now. Seriously. Right? There she is. My office assistant.
Oh, Tiva.
Sativa. Oh, hi. Right?
Hey, Sativa. Say
Everything,
hi to Sativa, guys.
everything changes, right? Everything changes. Now, nothing will change unless you make a change, right? So if you're watching this and you're feeling motivated and fired up and you want to make a change in your life and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it, but then you don't, nothing's going to change for you, right? If you don't take this step today to make a change in your life, how's tomorrow going to be any different? Honestly, how is it going to be any different? Ask yourself that, right? As Jim Rohn says, when you change, everything changes for you. So you have to take the step. Now, this is the funny part. We can show you the door. Ria and I have walked through the door, right? I went from depressed, drinking, broke to the man you see today. Ria's on her path. We have hundreds of students on the same journey. They took action. Their excuse got squished by their dream, right? Squished. They stepped out of victimhood and they said, enough's enough. I'm taking action, right? When you change, everything will change for you. And I mean it honestly because it happened for me, right? I can say it with conviction and love because it's 100% genuine and true.
Wow. That's deep. That's really deep. Are you guys hearing this? Are you taking notes? If you're not taking notes, you're losing out on so much information, so much knowledge that you can apply today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. So you better start taking that action, whether you like it or not. But well, on you. If you're complaining, if you're blaming the world, if you're blaming the society, the government, the system is not going to do anything for you unless you put in the work, you put in the action, you take that first step. If not, then you're going to keep staying in the position that you're in. And 5 years down the line, you're going to feel regretful that you didn't even take that step. I've gone through that. Civi has. I'm sure a lot of us have gone through that. It's insane when you start beating yourself up if you don't like do something that you know was actually good for you. Speaking of that, some people fear of the unknown. They fear of something that they believe in, but they just don't want to take in the action. They don't want to approach the right people. What would you say to those who they really want to make a change in their life? They do want to take in the action, but they just feel stuck. They just don't No, they just need to move, but they just don't know how to. Like, what
Hmm.
have what caused you to change from, like, your depressive state, uh addicted to alcohol, and just losing your friends and family? Like, what first action did you take to really just move away from that? And ever since then, how has it been for you?
Worthiness and self-love. Worthiness and self-love. People are stuck
Mm,
and don't move. They're paralyzed by fear
mm,
because they have a deep down deservability problem. They
oh,
feel that they're not worthy of success and they're actually addicted to suffering.
suffering.
Okay? Now, when I heard this the first time from our millionaire mentors, I had no idea what he was talking about.
Same.
None. And the reason I didn't know was because I was in victimhood. I was there. You can't see the forest for the trees. You cannot see the forest when you're in the trees. You have to be an eagle flying above and getting a whole view of everything.
Mm,
And this is what the mentors give us. They give us the high eagle view because they've been there. They've been at the top of the mountain. They can see when you're in victimhood and they snap you out of it by telling you
mm,
this shit. They give you the training videos. They tell you to do certain action steps and it literally changes the cellular like structure of your body and your
yeah,
mind starts thinking differently. When
it
that
does.
happens, you break out of that fear and now there's no fear, there's no resistance. You're just taking action.
Mm,
And if you're taking action by following their formulas, that's the right action to take that will get you to the top of that mountain, right? So at the
yeah.
end of the day, to answer your question, what they need is support that shows them and nurtures them and teaches them how to break their own pattern of self-sabotage. And this
Mm,
was the number one thing that I learned from our millionaire mentors. And it was the number one thing that changed everything in my life. Forget the money, forget walking away from my job, forget quitting drinking, forget improving my relationships, forget all that stuff.
mm,
The most important thing that happened that I can thank them for, and I always do constantly, I almost cry when I talk about it, is they helped me love myself and feel worthy of the vision that I was holding in my mind of myself. I never thought I could be that guy because I was so down. They helped pick me out of it. They said,
yeah.
you can do it. You can do it. Look at other people are doing it. Other people did it. Look, look, look. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. There you go. On the way to the top of the mountain with a flashlight.
With the flashlight. Guys, you need to listen to this. And I want to leave like a little statement. Your self worth, your net worth does not exceed your self worth. Hope you're writing that down. Your net worth does not exceed your self worth. If you don't see yourself worthy, your net worth is not going to grow. Your network is not going to grow. Your abundant life is not going to grow. Whatever you see yourself wanting to have in life, it's not going to happen until you grow, until you improve on yourself and face your fears, tackle them, fix whatever is going on with you. Reach out to that support, because you never know. That one person can just take you to like the next level, and you're going to be grateful for doing that. So with Millionaire Mentoring, some people may ask, well, I'm already in the home-based business. I'm already doing well. I'm making sales. I don't need Millionaire Mentoring. I don't need a mentor. But highly likely they actually do. What would you
So,
say to those people who are already in a home-based business and they're just skeptical of it and they don't want to even try out mentoring at all? But they know it's just that little tweak or that little gap that can bridge them from what they're going through, or like to scale up their business. Well, my question, yeah.
yeah. Well, number one, if anybody ever says they don't need mentorship, they have a massive ego problem.
Oh,
Okay? Everybody needs a mentor. Everybody needs a mentor. Literally everybody. I mean, come on. You listen to Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, these guys. How many
oh,
books how many books do they read a day or a week or a month? A lot.
a
Okay? A
lot.
lot. Why? Because people that wrote books condensed centuries of knowledge into a book. Think and Grow Rich, perfect example. 100 entrepreneurs from back in the day condensed into one book. The most successful people from back in the day condensed into one book. Someone who thinks they don't need that they have a massive ego problem. And I can tell you the first way to break an ego is to have a mentor tell you you have an ego problem.
Yeah.
So, ironically, people that think they don't need it actually need it the most. Now, if people are successful online already, that's wonderful. I congratulate you, and it's amazing. There's always room for more. There's always room for growth. Okay, always. Let's talk about
Always.
Ty Lopez or someone like this, for example, making $250,000 a day or some shit. Amazing. Got room for growth. He has new business partners every day. He's learning from people, right? There's always room for growth. If you don't think there's room for growth, your ego's in the way. And I got news for you. As long as your ego's in the way, you're always going to be playing the victim because you're seeing the negative in things instead of the positive, right?
It's all about changing your perspective. All
It
about
is.
changing your perspective.
It is.
Well, we actually have a minute now. Well, this is like my last question.
All
And
right.
I guess an advice to my audience and everyone who will be watching this on a replay. So now you've reached your success, you've reached your breakthrough in millionaire mentoring, you're still investing in mentoring, you're still growing as a person, an individual, as a businessman too, and an entrepreneur. What's next for you? Since now you're in Russia, you're traveling around. What's next?
Yeah, good question. I love it. Yeah, we're in Russia now for a month visiting my wife's family, which is amazing. We brought our dog from the Philippines, so she's going to live here now in Russia. They have a beautiful property here. They have tons of space, so it's perfect for her. And my wife and I are going to move to Rome in a couple of weeks. And we've rented a beautiful Airbnb right downtown next to the Vatican Wall. So we're gonna live there. My wife has a dream to see, guys. This is the thing, right? I would have never thought this could be true a year ago. Never. I never would have thought this would be true. I was depressed and broke, seriously. So we're going to move to near the Vatican Wall, and my wife has a dream that she's always been talking about, so we've decided now's the time. She wants to learn to speak Italian, right? That's okay. So she wants to learn to speak Italian, so she's going to take Italian classes, and I'm going to be working online, and we're just going to explore the city, explore Italy. We're going to go to Croatia and all these places around there. We have some trips planned, and I'm going to eat too much pasta. I'm going to eat a lot of pizza, and we're just going to enjoy ourselves for, I don't know how long. We don't really have a plan. We have the Airbnb booked for a few months, and then we really don't have a plan from there. That's the beauty of being able to have a high income skill that you can use the internet to generate money, right? Like, honestly, you can impact more lives on the internet, right? You can reach a wider audience, and impact is income. The more impact you make, the more income you generate, right? The more people you help grow, the more money you have coming in, the more energy you receive. So the internet has allowed us to live this lifestyle now, and we're just embarking on this journey, right? I just left my job like 45 days ago, right? It's not like I've been doing this forever and I'm driving around in Ferraris and stuff. That's coming in the future, not right now, right? Right now, I'm just here. Like, I just figured it out and got my Millionaire Mentorship, and I just started learning, and now I'm here, and now we're moving to Europe, and we're just going to enjoy ourselves and hang out there. And I want to help grow and build our team with business partners and teammates just like you, and expand my network and keep investing in myself, keep working on my personal development, keep investing in other mentors, keep investing in things that make me happy, like traveling and experiences and culture, and then just enjoy life and see where it takes us.
Wow, that is fantastic. That is amazing. With just the mentoring, the coach, being taught the right skills and being given the tools and being coachable and implementing them. If Civi is not a believable story to you all, I don't believe it. But I'm gonna keep spending my time on Facebook interviewing all the successful stories, successful people that I talk to, because this is phenomenal. This is truly phenomenal. Thank you so much, Civi, for
Thank
sharing
you.
time and sharing your story to everyone here, because I'm sure it resonates with everyone. Everyone's hopped online at some point of their life. Some people have done some mistakes, gone through a depressive state, reached a breaking point, and actually took the action. If not, this could be your moment. This could be your action. You never know. So before we even
Sorry?
Oh, I was saying before we leave, do you have any last remarks, any advice for my viewers here?
Yeah, very simple advice. If I can do it, you can do it. Honestly, that's it. That's all I can say. If I can do it, anybody can do it, right? All you need to do is have conviction in your mind that it's possible, right? Believe that it's possible, because I'm proof, and there's hundreds of us in Millionaire Mentoring that prove it every single day, right? If you have a fear and you don't know what the next step is, if you're curious or whatever, reach out to Ria and ask her, right? She'd be more than happy to show you what we do, right? So my advice for you is to follow your heart, hold it in your mind what you want, visualize it, and understand that with Ria's help, my help, and other people inside Millionaire Mentors, our mentors themselves can help you get to that vision faster and with definite of purpose, not just maybe, probably, if you put in the work.
You put in the work. All about the actions, all about the work that you put in.
Yes.
Whatever you put in, that's what you get. That's what you get. Thank you so much, Civi, once again, for your valuable knowledge and what you've gone through. This is definitely a story. I'm so glad I shared it with the audience here, and for those who will be watching this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Cool.
So I wish you a good rest of your afternoon. It was
Thank
afternoon
you.
now in
Yeah.
Moscow. And yeah.
All right.
Wish you luck in your next video.
Great. Well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Have a good one. I don't know how to do this.
That's a good.
Give a shout out to those who have tuned in.
Yeah, do a shout out. I'll try to exit here if I can.
That's a lot of people. Okay. Angie, Andrew, Jennifer, Christina, Atres, David, Lima, Cristobal, Bradley. Who else? There's a lot of people. I didn't even read their names. Ishmael. I say Ishmael, so like the Portuguese accent. Bibi. Thank you all for tuning in. Renee, Alice, Julie. Thank you all for, and Anna. Oh, there's a lot of people. Khadija, thank you all for tuning in. Let's say cheers to Sativa and for sharing his time with all of us. So I will be, for those who haven't watched this, it'll be on my post. If you have any questions, reach out to me or Civi. And you never know, this could be your answer. This could be the bridge to the gap that you're missing in your life. So yeah, wishing all a good rest of your day, whatever it is, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Cheers, guys.
See ya.